going on, guys? Porkplays here with another YouTube video for you guys to watch. Now today, guys, I'm actually going to be discussing a topic that I haven't seen much around YouTube, and that is the top 5 unseen conspiracy theories revolving Pokemon Sword and Shield, and these theories were constructed by myself. This isn't the usual topic that you would see on my channel, however I wanted to try something new, so if you like the video, please be sure to hit the like button below and subscribe, and also give me your opinions in the comment section below. So guys, the topics I will be covering in today's video will be revolving the protagonist rival, the Pokemon raids which were inspired by Pokemon Go, the champion of the region named Leon, a gym leader by the name of Milo, and finally we'll be going into detail about the legendaries. So the first conspiracy we're going to be looking at in this video is revolving the rival named Hop. So the rival is actually the person wearing the blue jacket in the background, whereas the protagonist is wearing the grey beanie and the red shirt. As you can see, the protagonist is actually holding a grass type starter named Grookey, whereas Hop actually has the water type starter named Sobble. This means that Hop is going to be similar to Howl, as Howl in the previous game, Sun and Moon, actually chose the weaker type starter. This brings me to picture whether or not we are the main rival. Because if you picture it from all the previous games from Generation 1 to 6, the main rival actually revolved around the person who had the stronger type. Moving swiftly on to the second conspiracy, guys, we're going to be talking about the Pokemon raids which were referenced within the Pokemon Direct. And these raids actually remind me a lot of Pokemon Go, which also makes me believe that there is a possible maybe a combat point system maybe returning, which was also maybe perhaps hinted by Let's Go, as in Let's Go the Pokemon the battles were related to as combat points rather than levels, and this causes me to also picture, will this mean that candies have a higher opportunity of them returning to the game also? So if that is the case, that means that IVs and EVs will also be removed, so it makes me imagine how will the competitive scene be affected through this. But obviously this is just a conspiracy. Moving on, guys, to the third topic of the video, which is the third conspiracy. This is going to be about the gym leader Milo. This is a conspiracy but also slightly confirmed. We're not very sure about this, but it's actually about Milo's Pokemon. And due to him being the first gym leader and also obviously the grass type gym leader, as you can see from his shirt, his Pokemon are actually already level 19, which is one of the highest that we've ever seen in any sort of Pokemon game. So this makes us believe, is this going to be a more difficult Pokemon game perhaps? So this also means that Pokemon trainers are also going to have to be more smart. And it just means that the games are going to be a lot more complicated in general. So it just leads to us thinking, what will happen with these stories? Also, another thing that happened with Milo is the new stadiums have been confirmed. This means that the Pokemon gyms are now officially back, and there will be no more Kahuna trials. Next up in our list of conspiracies, we have Leon. Leon is actually the champion of the region. I've added him in just for a little bit more light-hearted nature towards the video. As you can see by the picture, you see one Pokemon in particular right behind him. And if you guys have been watching the channel, you'll know that this Pokemon is actually my favorite, which makes me very, very happy to see him back in the game. And that Pokemon is Charizard. And due to this Pokemon actually being behind him, it makes me feel like it is his main Pokemon, maybe his franchise Pokemon or signature Pokemon. And that makes me believe that this could be like the Garchomp to Cynthia. So this could be his Mega Charizard X or something like that. Or maybe this could be a new feature towards Dynamax. Maybe there's ultimate Dynamax in Pokemon. But one key thing that we have learned about Leon is actually that he may have been Sonia's rival. And if you do not know who Sonia is actually the assistant to Professor Magnolia. And this is because maybe due to Leon being unbeaten, which was confirmed once again in Pokemon Direct, that due to this, that maybe she felt uninspired of battles and wanted to learn the technicalities about Dynamaxing instead. So there's a couple things we have learned about Leon. Like maybe we learned about him in general. We learned about that he was unbeaten. He actually Sonia's rival, or were they just acquaintances from back in the day? And finally, guys, this is what you have all been waiting for, and it's probably what the title of the video is actually named after, and it is about the two legendary wolves named Zacian and Zamazenta. And these two individuals, as you can clearly see from the pictures, they look quite similar. So it leads me to believe that perhaps they're maybe related, maybe being brothers, or a little bit into the next thing I'm about to mention. And so guys, the thing I was actually hinting at was a STEM evolution. The reason why I argue that this is actually a thing that could be a possibility or a possible conspiracy is because if you look at the previous game in Sun and Moon, Cosmog evolved into another Pokemon, which then evolved either into Lunala or Solgaleo, depending on the game you actually played. This means that due to that, there is a high possibility that this could occur again, as if you look at the legendary Pokemon, they do look very, very similar, almost like brothers or STEM evolutions. This is very likely just due to the fact that this game was rumored to be a game that, instead of normal evolutions of adding stuff, it was rumored to just add STEM evolutions. So, for example, a STEM evolution could be from a Politoed to a Poliwrath, rather than it becoming one, it would have to become one of the other depending on the condition. Or another example could be, well, the other example could definitely be Eevee. Eevee has 7 different STEM evolutions, which are probably the basis of the game, as the biggest rumor going into this game, which we still have not confirmed, which could be a future video, is the confirmed Eevee has not actually been released yet. The reason why this game was so hyped is due to every even generation game, there is a high chance that there is a new Eevee evolution. So this leads me to believe that there could be a chance that these two are either STEM evolutions. There's still 2 more things which we're going to talk about the legends, and this one is the first one, and it is about how they could possibly fuse to create a third legendary, or that there could be a third legendary that could manage both of them. Now this is the sample of a Hylian variant, which is just a picture of a wolf with a shield and a sword. It has a lot of similarities if you notice, so maybe this could be like a little reference to where Game Freak actually got their idea from. But due to that, we may have an image or a little sample of what the third legendary or even a fusion could actually look like. And finally, guys, this will be the final thing which we will talk about. And this is actually about Zacian and Zamazenta actually hiding, it appears. As you can see in the Pokemon Direct, if you did watch it, if not, you should definitely watch it. But through this image, you can see that they're looking like they were teaming up when originally they seemed to be fighting. And the reason why I referenced the brother still thing is because brothers fight, but obviously they make up and they unite. And this is keen, as you can look in this image, because if you look, Game Freak is very smart by the way they hid the tree line. So we don't actually see what is underneath the trees. Because the way that they made the video, it makes it seem like there's some sort of threat approaching them. Now this could be an evil team, or it could be the third legendary, which I think it could be. However, this also makes me believe that maybe the protagonist would come in at this point and assist the legendaries, making them gain the bond where the legendaries would want to join their team as they do in every single game. But we do not know, as if you watch the original Pokemon Direct, you see that they highlight their shield and the sword. Now this could mean that a possible fusion occurs as a bright light actually occurs, but we do not know as of this point. And if there is any sort of confirmation, I'll be sure to bring it straight to you guys and your attention. So the conspiracy in this one is, if there is, what is hiding behind underneath those trees? And is it an evil team? Or is the third legendary actually approaching? And that is it, guys. Those are the 5 unseen conspiracy theories that have not actually been appeared on YouTube from all I know. So please, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, and definitely subscribe for more content. And please let me know if you like this sort of content or if you just wanted me to go back to my series. But I'll be sure to definitely send in a different sort of variety to the both. Also, a quick update on the Nintendo Switch situation, guys. I am definitely about to get it, so there will definitely be content revolving the Nintendo Switch when I get my Elgato and stuff like that. So be sure to subscribe so you guys are up to date with this sort of content. And guys, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.